everyone, I'm Maddie, and today we're going to start our study in Genesis. Now, Genesis is the first book of the Bible, or the beginning of the Bible, and we're going to do a study for the next few weeks on the beginning of our entire world, also known as creation. The creation is the 6 days that God used to make our entire planet and everything we live on today. Right now, we're just going to look at the first 2 days of creation, and you'll learn what God made on the first day and the second day, and how you can enjoy them today and throughout the week. For the next few weeks, we're going to look at all 6 days and what God did on the seventh day. So, if you open your Bible to the very beginning, which is Genesis chapter 1, verse 1, it says, "In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth." Now, a long time ago, they used to call the sky the heavens. So not only did God make heaven a place where we'll all rejoice one day when the world doesn't matter and we can be with all the people we love, but heaven also sometimes means the sky. So God made the sky and the ground, the heavens and the earth. We're going to read all the way through verse 5, and this is the first day. "In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was without form and void, and darkness was over the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters. And God said, 'Let there be light.' And there was light. And God saw that the light was good. And God separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And there was evening and there was morning the first day." So on the very first day of everything, after God made the heavens and the earth, he made darkness and light. Well, light can be the sun. And in the daytime, we have all the light, right? The sun comes up in the morning, and then we get to do school and eat food, and we go throughout our whole day, and eventually the sun goes down. And then we have darkness, also known as night, and we sleep. Mostly because humans can't sleep very well at night, so we do better in the day. So on the very first day, God made the darkness and the light, also known as the day and the night. Now we're going to move on to the second day. We're going to go down to verse 6, and we're going to read all the way through verse 8. "God said, 'Let there be an expanse in the midst of the waters, and let it be separated from the waters.' And God made the expanse, and separated the waters that were under the expanse from the waters that were above the expanse. And it was so. And God called the expanse heaven, and there was evening and there was morning the second day." I just said the same word over and over, and that part is really confusing, but let's talk about what it means, okay? So God separated the waters. What does that mean? So we have the light and we have the darkness, and we have the sky. But what God did is he took some of the water and he put it in the sky, making clouds. Clouds are made out of water vapor, which is more of a mist. It's not like if you have a puddle of water. It's when water gets hot and goes up in the sky. So God separated some of the water and put it up in the sky, and he made clouds. And he left some of it on the bottom, and he made the oceans. So on the first day, he made night and day, or darkness and light. And on the second day, he separated the waters. And so now the earth has a sky, and the earth has clouds, or heavens, and the earth has the ground and the water. And those are the first 2 days of creation. Now, why is that important, and why should we care? Well, a really long time ago, God made everything, and he made it for us, because eventually in creation, you'll see that he makes people, and people get to enjoy all of the sky, and we get to enjoy the sunlight, and we sometimes enjoy the nighttime, and we enjoy the water, right? We drink water every day. You should be drinking water every day. And right now, there's a lot of things we can't enjoy, right? I can't go to school, and maybe I can't go to the church building, but I can still do things with my church family, and I can still enjoy God's creation. God didn't just make buildings. God made trees and everything that we'll learn about later, so you can go outside and you can enjoy everything from the first 2 days of creation. And as we learn about more, you'll learn about more you can enjoy. So, go outside, look up. Look at the clouds that God made on the second day, and feel the sun on your skin that God made on the first day. And when you go to bed tonight, think about the darkness that God made on the first day. All of these things God made for you and for me, and we can enjoy them right now, no matter what happens.
welcome back. And today, because we learned all about the first 2 days of creation, we're going to make the first 2 days of creations into a craft. So what you're going to need is some paper, preferably cardstock. You can use colored paper. I'm going to use blue for the water and yellow for the light. You're going to need some scissors. Please be careful with your scissors. You're going to need some popsicle sticks, 2 popsicle sticks. Thank you. And some glue. And if you're a little rough with cutting circles like I am, something to cut out your circle, and markers or pens or pencils, something like that. Can I have a black marker? Thank you. And something to cut out your circle with. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to need 4 circles. So I'm just going to take these. Okay, so I'm just going to fold these papers in half and trace out a circle. And then once I cut this out, I'm going to get 4 circles. Okay, so these are going to be for the water, and then this is going to be for the light and the darkness. Let's start with the light and the darkness. So you want to color it first. So I'm just going to make half of it dark and half of it light. Okay, then we're just going to take our glue and our popsicle stick and just glue it on. Like that. Okay, and with our marker, we're just going to put day 1. And we're going to do the same thing with our glue, except this time we're going to make it for day 2, which is the water. Now you can cut stuff out like clouds or the ocean and just put it on here. I have a cloud here. Just going to glue it onto my paper for clouds and the sea. You're just going to do the same thing. Take a popsicle stick and glue it on to your paper. Except this time we're going to write day 2. And there you go. Now you can use these for a lot of different things. You can use them as a fan, or you can stick them in your garden. We're going to learn a song in a couple weeks, so you can use these then too. And for the next couple weeks, when we go through all the days of creation, we're going to make more of these for every day.
Hey guys, it's me again, Miss Heather, and because we're starting a series about the days of creation, I actually have a printable for you to use for every day of creation, and we're going to start with 2 of them today, which first is day 1, and which is the light and the dark. You know, God said, let there be light. And day 2, which is when God put the clouds in the sky and separated it from the water, so we have a beautiful view to look at every single day. Okay, so I'm just going to ask you guys to print out these printables. Okay, they're going to look something like this. And to get started, because it's the first day, you know, day 1. Okay, we're just going to fold the printables in half. Make sure they're even. Okay, and after that, we're going to ask our mom and dad for help with the stapler. Okay, we want the staplers to be pretty thin on the side because we don't want the book to be weird looking. We're just going to staple the top and the bottom, and then I'm going to put one in the middle, but you technically don't have to do that. Okay, so after you staple it, you have like this little book, and you can decorate it however you want. I'm going to put my name on it because it's mine, Heather Cole. And then you you can put stickers on it, you can put glitter, you know, if your parents let you, and you're gonna put markers and crayons and whatever you want. I want you to make it 100% your own. Make it beautiful, okay? I'm gonna see some sparkly works, okay? On the first page, we have a little coloring page for you to do if you want. It has everything that God made for us. It has animals, it has trees and water. Everything is really pretty, and so if you take the time, you can color this, and so it's really nice just for fun whenever you need to do something. Okay, so first you're gonna get to one of these pages. These are the pages that are in almost every day, and it had like this little word that says day on it, okay? So day, we're doing day 1, because that's what we're learning about. Okay, and on day 1, inside the biggest box, you're gonna write what we learned about, like what God made in day 1. Okay, so God made light, God made day and night, okay? So I'm gonna take my yellow marker, and I'm gonna write a sun, because God put the sun in the sky, and God gave us light so we could see everything, because we're not bats. And giving us light means we also get nighttime. 12 hours in the day, 12 hours in the night. Actually, I'm gonna put some stars too, because those are my favorite part of nighttime, okay? And that's the first box. Now inside the second box, I want you to go outside and I want you to just enjoy the day, kind of a thing. And then I want you to come back and I want you to write your favorite part of what you did in the day, kind of thing, okay? So my favorite part about every day is probably my morning cup of coffee, because I can't live without it. That's like a morning routine. Wake up, before I even brush my teeth, I know that's bad, I get a cup of coffee and I go outside in my garden and I drink it. That's my favorite part of the day. That's my morning. So I'm gonna write a nice hot cup of coffee, okay? Now, all these lines, you do not have to fill them, okay? They're for words, yes, and it can be stressful, but you don't have to write it all. But what I do want you to write is the Bible verse we learned about. So the first verse is Genesis 1 through 6, because it talks about the day. Oh, 1 through 5. I'm wrong, because it talks about him making light and making the day. That's our first page. And then I'm gonna write inside all these lines everything that I do in the mornings and everything that I love to do in the mornings. Everything is my favorite part, how the birds sing and how bright and yellow the sky is, the sun is, and the trees, and all my favorite parts about the morning. You all know that feeling, okay? Now, the next day, we're gonna go ahead and fill in for day 2, and we're gonna write what we learned about day 2, what God made on day 2. This one's kind of tricky, but God separated the waters. So we had water on earth, right? And he took the water out of water and he put it in the sky, which gave us clouds and gave us the beautiful blue sky we have right now. Okay, so we had light, but now we actually need to look at expansion of the water. And in between, he put space, he put air. That's where we are, kind of a thing. So now we have water on the floor, space in the middle, and water in the sky too. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some waves with my nice blue marker, and I'm gonna put some really big fluffy clouds. Wow, so fluffy. They could be sheep. And then that second box, I'm gonna do the same thing as I did before, and I'm gonna fill in my favorite part about the water. So I like fish. Now, technically God didn't make fish, yes, I know, but I like fish, and I'm gonna write a bunch of different beautiful fish and sharks because I think they're cool, and a bunch of other stuff that I like. We go swimming, we have a pool in our backyard, so maybe I'll draw somebody swimming. Draw your favorite part about the water. Maybe draw clouds, maybe you like a rainy day. I think the rain is beautiful. Just draw your favorite part, and then once again, I'm gonna give you the key verse, which is Genesis 6 through 8. Sorry, I'm a bit slow today. I don't think I actually did have coffee today. And then I'm gonna go ahead and fill out things that I do in the water. So I'm actually gonna tell a story in my book, because I actually went to the beach and I enjoyed the water and I had a lot of fun with my sisters, and I think it's one of the beautiful things that God gave us. So I'm gonna write about my day at the beach, because it's one of my favorite parts about the water. It's not just the pool, because technically it has chlorine in it, but That's my favorite part. So I'm going to write my story about the beach. And you can write whatever you want to talk about. Okay, so those are the first 2 days of creation, and you can work on your journal as little or as much as you want. Work on it throughout the week or just today. And we'll tackle day 3 and day 4 next week. We miss you guys so much, and we'll see you later. Bye!